From what, with due respect to Senator Lero, who said lion share to the Southwest, when will Southeast even have lion share in any particular project? Mr. President, if this is an omission, it is an expensive omission. The Southeast cannot continually to be treated the way Nigeria is treating the Southeast. Let me give you an instance. Out of the dams that were listed here on the Southeast, Igbo Dam was last funded about 12 years ago with a 5 billion naira spent on it, and it has been abandoned by Nigeria for the last 12 years. I had written 3 letters to the Ministry of Water Resources. We have done everything possible to see if they can bring up Igbo Dam, and here a zone is allocated 66 billion and the entire South is at 0. What kind of omission is that, Mr. President?
Thank you.
We should be treated better than this, sir.
Thank you. Senator Wamako.
Mr. President, I think we should be very mindful of commenting on the infrastructure renewed hope projects, because we should see it holistically. This is just a segment of the renewed hope agenda on the infrastructure. We have a road infrastructure, we have power infrastructure, we have let me learn, please. Yes. Mr. President, I have the floor, and let me.
You are protected.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President. So, in doing this, we should consider what has been allocated in the other sectors. I'm not saying that the Southeast should be excluded. No, on the contrary, they should also be included. But we have to bear in mind what the whole infrastructure project are all about. Development of the whole country, irrespective of the state and zone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, of recent, there was a release of over 1.3 trillion naira, and the Southwest had the lion's share. And I believe if you go deep into it, if you check the ministry's budget, you will see some balancing. And this thing is just being released gradually.
Thank you for the guidance.
So we shouldn't jump into conclusions.
Thank you for the guidance.
We shouldn't just jump into conclusions.
Thank you,
that
Mr.
is
President.
Imbalance, that is sidelining. Rather, we should wait till we get the true picture. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to lend my voice. I'll be brief. From what, with due respect to Senator Lero, who said lion share to the Southwest, when will Southeast even have lion share in any particular project? Mr. President, if this is an omission, it is an expensive omission. The Southeast cannot continually to be treated the way Nigeria is treating the Southeast. Let me give you an instance. Out of the dams that were listed here on the Southeast, Igbo Dam was last funded about 12 years ago with a 5 billion naira spent on it, and it has been abandoned by Nigeria for the last 12 years. I had written 3 letters to the Ministry of Water Resources. We have done everything possible to see if they can bring up Igbo Dam, and here a zone is allocated 66 billion and the entire South is at 0. What kind of omission is that, Mr. President?
Thank you.
We should be treated better than this, sir.
Thank you. Senator Wamako.
Would readily benefit from the Renewal of Infrastructure Fund, including but not limited to Ozara, Okangu, Agro-Business Cluster, which is federal government project. Yeah. The Igbo Dam Irrigation Project, Itemamego Rice Farm Dam, Amoazera Et Dam, and Ifite Ogware Omo Dam in Anambra State. We worry that the exclusion of these projects of national importance and other critical interventions not only risk undermining the region's agricultural potential and the current administration's economic rejuvenation effort, but could also deepen the perennial perception of marginalization and inequity in federal project and resource distribution. Concerned that the 10th Senate, as corrective Senate, constitutional guardian of equity, unity, and national cohesion, should act to address this strategic oversight in the spirit of national interest, equity, and sustainable development. Accordingly resolve the prayers. 1. Urge the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, through the Federal Ministries of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Water Resources and Sanitation, to urgently address the observed imbalance in the allocation of the 380 billion Renewed Hope Infrastructure Fund for food security and irrigation development. 2. Set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the remote and immediate causes of this strategic oversight that resulted in the exclusion of Southeast, and report back to the Senate within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Thirdly, mandate the Honorable Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation to make provision under omnibus or discretionary allocation within the 2025 budget to urgently intervene in the irrigation infrastructure deficit in the southeastern region. Finally, mandate the Senate Committee on Legislative Compliance to ensure the timely and effective implementation of this resolution. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I hereby submit.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
We have a second and then we'll go to prayer, because this, I think, is probably an omission. We shouldn't go that length. It probably is an omission on the part of those who have the duty of doing this. So there's no point we go into prolonged debate. Can you please second the motion and then we go to the prayer? It could be an omission. Let's put down.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. In seconding the motion, I would like to do a simple correction that was not in the page. Mr. President, in seconding the motion, I would like to add one or two things, because my colleague omitted the Uzuakole, Ibere, Umbuhu, and Abam and Aruchuku Dam. The dams are there. This is the best rice they cultivate. We have more rice than even Ebonyi State.
Thank you.
So,
Seconded. Thank you very much.
I seconded the motion with amendment to the secretariat. In the
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Senate Minority Leader, since you are the Minority Leader and you say you want to speak so that we go to the prayer. It could probably be an omission. We have drawn the attention of the authorities concerned. They will correct that. We have a listening president, somebody who listens, somebody who cares. So nobody is 100% perfect. It could be an omission, and what he has done now is a wake-up call, and they've gotten the message and they'll correct that.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues. Mr. President, I just rise to support this motion and to say that oversight should be corrected. But at the same time, Mr. President, if you look at number 8, you see Upper Niger River Development Agency, and then you have North Central and Northwest, Mr. President, with a meager 24 billion.
South is got zero.
While a combined something of Adeja and Jumari agency has 66. I just want to plead that in making the adjustment, the case for North Central should be adjusted to be in pari passu with the other zones. Thank you, Mr. President.
I'm sure they are listening. They will correct the anomaly. Okay, Senator Alero, let's close it from there.